Let's see, today is Vinyasa Flow, aka Wacky Wednesday. So I'm going to have us start off in child's pose. If you come down on your hands and your knees. And welcome, Sarah. Nice to see you on the live stream. Good morning. All right, so let's begin with breathing and breathing through the nose. So if you come into child's pose and if your forehead is either touching the floor or very close, you're probably comfortable closing your eyes. And try to put your awareness on the movement of your rib cage as you breathe. And feel how the more you breathe in, the more volume, the more air, the more your rib cage expands open, and when you exhale, then allow the rib cage to close in a little bit. So just take a few deep breaths through your nose, mouth stays closed. And as you inhale and exhale, you're breathing through the nose, and you can constrict a little in the back of the throat called epiglottis, and that's what creates ujjayi breathing sound. And create a rhythm with your breath. So you can get into a rhythm within the yoga practice by getting your breathing to feel rhythmical, even, and balanced. Good. Okay, come up onto your hands and your knees. And this cow and cat, let's do 5 of each. Inhale, cow, lift your chin, roll your eyes up. Exhale, cat, drop your head, round your spine. Inhale, cow, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, cat, tuck your chin, round. Inhale, cow, lift your chin, roll eyes up. Exhale, cat pose, press nice and firm. Inhale, raise the chin, look upward. Exhale, tuck your chin, look inward. One more, inhale, lift your chin, roll your eyes up. Exhale, tuck your chin, push down and stretch the muscles on your back. Good, neutral spine, downward dog, curl toes under, raise hips up. If you want to modify down dog, child's pose is a good option. If you're in down dog, separate your fingers, push evenly into both hands, align the heels about hip width, and try to evenly press the heels down. Pedal your heels a couple times, so now alternate side to side, right and left. Stretch your calf and hamstring muscles. After going right and left equal amount of times, go both heels down simultaneous, press firm into your palms, and stretch your hamstrings and stretch through your back. Good. Come down onto your knees, come down onto your belly, lay your abdomen, chest, and lightly touch your chin down on the floor. Cobra, point your toes, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, raise your chin, lift your chest, and try to hug your elbows in toward the side of the body. So you're going to be lifting from your back versus pushing with your arms. And then slowly touch your chin back down again. Reset so that you can come all the way up into up dog. You can keep your knees on the ground if you need, or if you're able, you can straighten your knees so you're floating. And then touch your knees, curl your toes, go to puppy dog. Come down on your elbows, drop your head down through your arms, bring your hips towards your heels. If you can bend your elbows and touch the back of your neck and or between your shoulder blades with your thumbs, then press down into your armpit stretch, which your latissimus, your lats, your swimmer's muscle, swimming muscle is attached along the side of the rib cage down at your base of your hips, side of your hips and low back. It comes all the way up onto your upper arms. So when you push in this direction, it's a great way to open up your swimming muscle or paddling muscles. So take a few breaths here. Good. Let's go to twisting cat. Come up on your hands and knees and take your left arm and weave under and land your left shoulder down on the floor so that you can either pin the arm down with your right hand or maybe like to wrap your right arm behind your back. Good, Susan. Nice to see you. I saw you come in. I didn't greet you. My apologies. Welcome. Good, you get a nice twisting rotation. Take a couple breaths, inhale, exhale. Good, and then come back up, put your right hand down, and we'll reverse to the other side. Take your right arm, weave under, Try land your right kind of lateral shoulder down on the ground. And if you can either pin the right arm with your left hand, that'll give you the ability to further stretch into the lats. So both the previous pose, the puppy dog, and this one, the twisting cat, are good ways to kind of expand and open this area. And breathe a couple times. Good. All right, go ahead and come back up onto your hands and your knees. Take your right leg forward, lunge into the bend of your right knee with your left knee down on the floor, and target opening up the front of your left thigh, and just lean forward, put some pressure into your hips. Try curl your back toes under, see if you can straighten your back leg and drop down a little deeper into your hip stretch. Touch your left knee on the ground, open your right foot out for lizard pose at about a 45-degree angle. So that either keep your hands on the floor and lunge forward, or come down on your elbows and lean pressure into your hips. And an alternate option can be to bend your back knee and reach your right hand back and catch a hold of your left foot. Optional. I'll layer options in, and I would like for you to try to just listen to your body and push very moderately, just like gentle pressure. And then if you get to a place where you have gentle pressure and you want to increase the pressure, then you're making very slow, subtle movements, so you're very aware of how and where you're putting pressure, and you're in full control of how deep to go. And release, and then take your right leg back and bring your left foot forward and come into the classic lunge over on this side, where you have your right knee down on the floor and you lunge into the bend of your left knee. And just hold a little pressure here to activate or open up your front right thigh and psoas. Breathe. Good. Curl your back toes under, straight back leg, drop down, pressure into your hips, and hold steady here just to kind of further the pressure. Open up the hip. Good. Land your right knee on the ground, open your left foot a little bit, and try to come down into the lizard pose. And again, just find medium pressure. Breathe in, out, and then assess situation. See how far you want to go. If you can bend that back knee again, or if you did, you can do on this side where you grab your right foot with your left hand. And again, just hold some pressure. Nice and easy. Maintain your breath rhythm. Good. Okay, let your right foot down, curl your toes under, put your hands on the floor, and take your left leg back. Once again, let's go to an upward facing dog. Let your hips drop down. Lift your chin and chest. Inhale, breathe, look up. Downward dog, press into your hands, push your heels down to the ground. Okay, from downward dog, come into a high push-up. Let's make the first one easy. Touch your knees down on the floor. Try to do a chaturanga from your knees, where you bend your elbows and bring your chest and chin downward toward the ground. And then press and come into an upward dog, where you set the tops of the feet on the floor, look up, and then curl the toes under, push back into your downward dog. Now either repeat that variation or come to high push-up, lower your body down into a low plank, low push-up, and then from here, press into your upward dog. Lift your chest. So you can either do on the knees or the chaturanga style, and pull back into your downward dog. Walk or jump your feet forward to the top of the mat, land your feet together, halfway lift. Bend your knees, touch your chest down on your thighs, grab a hold of the back of your heels, 4 fingers inside, thumbs outside. In a variation of Padahastasana, press your knees back and just work into your hamstring muscles. Either look down at the floor, or if you feel stable in your balance, drop your head towards your shins and look through that little slot there between your both calf muscles. And do a little pulling on your heels, lift your shoulders up away from your ears. And just try to breathe. Make sure you can breathe. That's the key. If you can breathe, you can get through anything. if you meet tension, or you find stress, or you find a challenge, if you can breathe, you can get through it. You can get into it. You can work around it. You can go straight into it. Just kind of feel around. Good. From here, inhale, come all the way up. Raise your arms above your head. Touch your palms together. Look up, reach up. Surya Namaskara A. Exhale, fold, bring your hands down, drop your head toward the shins. Inhale, breathe, lift your head up. Exhale, breathe, walk or jump back and come down to a low push-up. Inhale, breathe into the upward facing dog. Exhale, breathe into the downward facing dog. Hold and breathe here 5 times, in and out. Hold down dog. 1, if you need child's pose. 2, it is an option. 3, good, Mary Beth. Yeah. Focus your eyes at one point and just try to stare the point down. In other words, concentrate. 3, 4, 5. On an inhale, jump forward, line your feet together, raise your head, chin. Exhale, fold and bring your head down. Inhale, come all the way up, arms above. Now we're going to step over to the right, drop your arms down. We're going to go to triangle. Turn your right foot out, bring your right hand down on your right shin. Reach your left arm up toward the ceiling and look up at your left hand. And breathe, inhale and exhale for 1. And try a straight right leg. 2, and so you can modify how far down you go with your right hand. 3, as you expand your left arm up, look up. 4, and 5. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your right foot in, turn your left foot out. Exhale, breathe. Bring your left hand down to your left shin and or ankle or big toe. 1. Reach your right arm up, look up at your right hand, expand. 2, through the arms, chest and shoulders. 3, while you maintain a nice steady breath rhythm. 4, and 5. Good. Inhale, come all the way up, step your right foot back to your left, come to the top of the mat, raise your arms above your head. Inhale, and exhale, fold and bring your hands and head down. Inhale, raise your head, look up. Exhale, walk or jump back and lower down to a low push-up. Inhale, press to upward dog. Exhale into the downward facing dog. And breathe 5 times the down dog to build some strength, flexibility, and concentration. Use good down dog. 1, as a grounding pose. 2, remember you can modify any and all as needed. 3, good. 4, 5. On your inhale, walk or jump forward, line your feet together, raise your chin. Exhale, fold and bring your head down. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms above, and this time step over to the left and drop your arms down. Turn your left toes out, extended side angle, bend your left knee. It might feel a little weird going left first, so that's what I figured we'll try it. And reach your right arm above your head and reach toward the back of the room. And you're welcome to hold here. If you'd like to bring your left hand on the floor, you can reach the arm above here. If you like to arm wrap, you can hook your left arm under and catch your hands together and breathe for 1. Good. So you can hold in one of these 3 variations. Good, Mika. 2. Good at that. 3. Continue breathing. 4, 5. Inhale, press into your left leg, turn your left toes in, your right toes out, bend into your right knee and practice the same pose over on the side. Remember, you can have your elbow on your knee, your palm down on the floor, or if you like to arm wrap, you can hook your right arm under. 1, hold steady here. 2, breathe 5 times. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come up, reach your arms apart. Step your left leg back to your right to Samasthiti. Inhale, breathe, raise your arms all the way up. And exhale, breathe, fold forward and down. Inhale, raise your head up, look up. And exhale, jump back and lower down to your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Good. For 1, 2. As things heat up, you need to just make an easier variation. 3. Main idea again, listen to your breath, feel your breath, observe your breath. 4 and 5. Good. Inhale, jump forward, land feet together, raise chin. Exhale, fold, bring your head down. Inhale, breathe, raise your arms all the way up. And from here, keep your arms up and bend your knees and come down into Uttanasana, chair pose. Shift your weight on your heels. Tip your head back, look up towards your thumbs. Try to squat down just a little bit deeper into the chair. Good, and exhale, bring your hands and your head down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, walk or jump back and lower your body down to Chaturanga. Inhale, breathe into an up dog. Exhale, breathe into the down dog. Three-legged dog. Raise your right leg up toward the ceiling. Stretch it up behind you real high toward the ceiling. Straight leg, reach up. Warrior one. Step your right foot forward. Come all the way up into your warrior one position and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now try raise your back heel up so you're on the ball of the foot. Try put your right hand down on your right knee or thigh. Try pull your stomach in and take your left elbow and cross as far over your right knee as you can. Try bring your hands in a prayer position, press down. If you need, come down on your left knee and hold a variation of the twisting side angle. If you have a different arm variation that you want to practice, of course, you can do. And that's already 1. And get a nice deep hip stretch. 2, 3, 4. Now on purpose, try to touch your left knee down on the ground. 5. Release your hands and put them on the floor in front of your right foot. Bring your left knee just a little bit more forward so you're not as wide of a stance. Try to straighten out your back leg. Try to drop your left heel down at a 45-degree angle. Try to put your left hand on your right foot or your right shin. Twisting triangle, try raise your right arm up toward the ceiling and readjust your left hand to wherever your favorite point is to hold for 1. Here with the attempt to have the hand on the foot, 2, or the leg, we have only 2 points of contact, 3 with the floor, so it just challenges the balance. 4, as you extend up, reach up through your right hand. Good, and then to release, 5, bring your both hands on the floor and just raise your back heel and touch your left knee down. And then take your right leg back so you're on your hands and knees position. From here, go ahead and lower your body down onto your abdomen, lightly touch your chest and chin. Inhale, go to upward facing dog. Raise the chin and chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press your heels down. Left side, bring your feet together, raise your left leg up into a high lifting 3-legged dog. Raise it up. Good, warrior one, take your left leg forward, step and raise your arms up and come into the Virabhadrasana. 1 and hold for 1, 2, good, 3, 4, 5. Raise your back heel so you're on the ball of the right foot. Put your left hand down on your left thigh. Pull your stomach in and try to wrap the right arm as tight around the outer edge of your left thigh as you're able. And place your hands, palms together, and use that down press to stretch into the outer edge of your left hip for 1. Remember, if you need the right knee down on the floor, you can make it a little more stable with the contact. 2, otherwise back leg is nice and straight. 3, continue breathing. 4, 5, touch your right knee down, unwind, put both hands on the floor. Bring your right knee just a little more forward so that your stance isn't as wide. Go ahead and straighten your back knee, your right knee, and drop the right heel down. Try to place your right hand onto your left foot. Try, if you can, straighten your left leg, and then with your left arm, expand up and challenge your twisting triangle. 1 to only 2 points of contact with floor. 3, if you're able to turn the chin and look up towards your left hand and sustain your balance. 4, expand up through your left arm as you press down. And 5, release, bring both hands down on the floor and go ahead and let your right knee come down. Take your left leg back so you're on your hands and your knees. Lower your body down in a controlled descent to chaturanga. That sounds very official. All right, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. Inhale, walk or jump forward, land your feet together, raise your chin. Exhale, fold and bring your head down to your shins. Inhale, breathe, come all the way up, raise your arms above your head. And step out over to the right and bring your arms reach out apart. Now bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, Pasarita Padottanasana A. Exhale, fold down, bring your hands on the ground, about shoulder width between your feet. Inhale, breathe, straight arms, raise your head. Exhale, breathe, try to bring your head down toward the ground and hold steady here. Inhale and exhale, good. If you like the tripod headstand, I have 2 takers so far, but that's totally optional. I want you to make sure your neck is happy. 1, it's good, Mirkadi. A nice even line there. 2, good with that. Try to bring your elbows a little more closer together so it's like your arms kind of frame. You can still keep your hands on the floor, but just try to pull your elbows in. Maybe even pull your hands back through your feet a little more. I'll show you what I meant. So instead of being like this, I'm going to be in here like this. So basically just kind of adducting the elbows. Good. All right, inhale, raise your head up. That was 5. Turn your right toes out. Do the right side knee squat. Good. So it's kind of like a half malasana. Malasana is this one here. So it's like we have one leg in malasana, one leg in a straight position. 1, just kind of ease into stretching this line here on your inside thigh. It's one of the main hamstring lines, inner edge, the semitendinosus muscle. 2, and the semimembranosus. 3, if you can get your right heel on the floor, you can even arm wrap if you like to bind in this posture. Good Lord. 4, 5, let's cross over to the other side. Use your hands and lean a little pressure on your hands and turn your left foot out and squat down into your left knee. And good, you can either, good, Mary Beth, yep. It's totally fine to have your heel up in the air and little by little. 1, you try to get that left heel to come down to the ground. 2, but that takes a little time because that's a lot of Achilles tendon and calf muscle stretching. 3, 4, good, Mika. And 5, nice. Okay, we're gonna come back to the center line position. And on your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands up to your hips. Inhale, breathe, bring your body upright. And exhale, pause, C variation. Inhale, reach your arms to the side. Exhale, interlock your 10 fingers together behind. Inhale, roll your shoulders open. And as you exhale, fold down, bring your head toward the ground. And expand your hands away from your hips to open up your shoulders. And breathe, inhale and exhale for 1. It's good. 2. Good, nice breathing rhythm. 3, inhale and exhale. 4. And 5, good, inhale, breathe. Come all the way back upright and step back into Samasthiti, feet together. Good. From here, do another chair pose. Go inhale, raise your arms above your head. And now while you're in chair, take your right arm under your left arm for eagle pose and turn your thumbs towards your face and then lift your right leg up. And cross your, I know which one, that's right. Right arm, right arm up to the left. And then hook your right arm behind your left. Let me start over. Swing your right arm under your left. Thumbs toward the face, bend your knees, lift your right leg up, high over your left leg, hook it behind your left calf. 1, 2, down a little deeper, 3, 4,
5. Try to come to the chair, release your arms, raise them up. Swing your left arm under right, thumbs toward face. Then the knees in the chair, put your left leg up, hook it behind, right calf. Sink down a little deeper, breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Feet together. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold hands and head down. Inhale, raise your head up. Exhale, jump back and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. So three-legged dog, right leg lift up, stretch nice and high. Step your right foot forward and come all the way up into the warrior 1. From your warrior 1, we're going to drop our arms open into warrior B. Hold warrior B. 1, reach your arms apart. 2, bend deep in your right knee. 3, keep your back leg straight. 4, okay, now 5, raise your back heel and try to come forward into the bend of the right knee and reach your arms forward. Hands about shoulder width apart, palms face toward each other, extend. Put your hands down onto the floor. Shift the weight forward onto your right leg and raise your left leg in the air. And try to turn it into flying bird pose by release your hands from the floor. Vinyasa, raise your arms back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse order your way back to where we started. Put your hands on the floor. Touch your left heel, foot down, ball of foot. Raise your arms straight forward with hands facing each other. Good. Come up into the warrior B. Warrior B. Good. Come back into the warrior 1. Square your hips, raise your arms above, look up, and exhale. Bring your hands to the floor, take your right leg down. Lower your body down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. In down dog, create 3-leg dog. Raise left leg up nice and high. Good. Go ahead and take your left leg forward, step. Make warrior 1. And now open your arms out into warrior B. We're going to hold here and just breathe 5 times. Steady, stable in the body, stable with the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raise your back heel, lean your chest forward onto your left thigh and reach your arms forward with your hands about shoulder width apart, and then put your hands on the floor. Shift the weight forward on your left leg, raise your right leg up, and if you can lift your hands, balance in Dikasana, flying bird. 1, point your right foot, raise your right leg up. 2, expand your arms back and up. 3, steady focus, steady gaze. Okay, remember, 4, we're going to detail the reverse order back up. 5, put your hands down to the floor, touch your right foot down so you're on the ball of the foot, and then raise your arms and reach forward. Stick this pose, and then push and come all the way up into your warrior B pose. Come back into your warrior 1. Good. Raise up and exhale. Bring your hands down. Step your left leg back. Lower your body all the way down. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward dog. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Very good. Breathe steady. Child's pose. Come down on your knees. Put your hips on your heels. Bring your forehead to the floor, just like where we started. And take a couple breaths. So we're right at the halfway mark. So just imagine that was just a warm up, and we're just now starting. So here we are again in child's pose and breathing. What's different? Well, I'll just explain what I'm noticing. I'm sweating. It's hot. My heart rate's up. To breathe, I have to concentrate. And I really want to try to lengthen my next inhale or exhale. Pick one side or the other. And once you initiate that longer breath pattern, automatically you'll probably experience a shift from, feeling the heart rate, just that sensation that comes from getting your heart rate elevated. Sometimes that can be very intimidating. For some of us, it's incredibly, it feels amazing, and we're so grateful that we're really getting in deep in our body and feeling all that energy moving around. But if you're in the situation where you're like, whoa, this is intimidating, then the solution is keep practicing. You're doing great. I'm so happy you're here. And take a little break every now and again. So practice session by practice session, everything kind of tones up and it gets more familiar and it's not so intimidating. So just give yourself the space to let your body acclimate and assimilate. All right, so now let's go ahead and move into some seated poses. Go ahead and just come up on your hands and knees and swivel your legs around and come into a cross-legged sitting position and practice classic Sukhasana, which is easy pose. Place your arms on your knees, put your thumb and index together, and just take your chin down. And now continue because we're not really exerting all that much right now, continue the process of trying to regulate. And just take a few deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Good. Now try to put your hands beside your hips and see if you can push down and have your hips come off the floor. Okay, now we'll start elevating again, literally and in relation to the heart. That's good. With that, I recommend stay where you are and grab some blocks. If you need blocks under your hands, 1, 5, ready, try to lift up and hold. 2, if you need blocks, be careful with your thumbs, Mary Beth. You can do that. I just want you to 2.5, try to take your hands on that, which would be a little cushiony because the blocks are squishy. 3, and that way you can attempt to keep the heel of the palm down. 4, okay, good. And just come down and reset your meditation pose. Just put your hands on your knees and drop your chin down. And again, just steady breathe. So this is the main process is we challenge and then you regulate. And then the next challenge is to try to regulate while you're being challenged. But here we'll break it into a 2-part process. All right, next up, go ahead and bring both of your legs together in front of you and reach forward for your big toes. And if that's far away, grab your shins. Paschimottanasana, inhale and exhale, start to fold forward over your legs. And now, this one won't really create such an elevated heart rate, but it creates a different type of challenge. You meet face to face with the tension that your body is holding, and that can be intimidating. So, again, our goal, regulation without intimidation. Just regulate your body, but don't intimidate. Just be present and breathe. Let the back of your legs expand. Let your lower back stretch. As you pull with the arms, let your shoulders stretch back away from your ears. And breathe, inhale and exhale. Good. Deep breathe. Good. Now try this one. You might need those blocks again beside your hips. What we're doing is we're leaning a little forward, we're pushing down and trying to get our hips in the air, and then you just try to lift your right leg 1 inch off the floor and hold it. 1, there you go, good Lord's. 2.5, lower your right leg down, lift your left leg in the air. 3, 4, 5, okay, Susan. All right, lower down, good. Now lay on your back, slowly lay back and bend your right knee, interlace your 10 fingers and pull your right knee down towards your right shoulder. Pavanamuttasana, ground the knee down toward the shoulder, hug your elbows in close to the body. With your left leg, try to straighten it so that it feels like you're trying to push your left heel or foot forward. And at the same time, pull the right knee down upward toward your head, toward your shoulder, and just hold that real strong position in your body, even though you're working your flexibility or bringing strength at the same time. You can even try to resist. Like if you try to push your knee away from your chest and you hold on to your knee so that your knee can't go up, then notice you probably can feel your left glute max squeeze, and your hip feels like it's kind of lifting a little because you're activating your left glute to stabilize what you're doing over on the right hip. Good, and then release and lower your right leg down. Go ahead and bend your left knee up and interlace your 10 fingers together. And first start off with, like, don't really squeeze your right leg too much yet. Just focus on trying to pull the left knee down towards your shoulder. Once you get that secure, right leg, squeeze your quad nice and strong. I feel like I'm trying to push my heel forward or away from me. Okay, now try to resist a little and try to push your knee up toward the ceiling, but don't let it go anywhere. And as you squeeze your right leg, feel your right glute tighten up, and then just kind of really resist and pull so you're building strength with resistance. And then release and lower down and lower your left leg down. Good, let's bring both of our knees up toward our chest and wrap the arms around the knees, creating, first you can just go right into full-on flexion where you're not resisting, you're not trying, you're attempting to just relax. And if you can get a tight grip, since we're on this theme, on this one we'll follow through, notice that before you start to resist, your back is a little rounded down at your low back, like your tailbone is up away from the floor. Now, try to push your knees up and don't let them go anywhere. And what happens, that translates into your lower back, ends up extending or flattening a little down toward the ground. Okay, work that angle. That's going to increase the stretch in front of your hips. So just kind of feel that pressure and how you can apply. You can either choose to apply it or you can choose not to apply it. Sometimes you try some of these ideas I'm presenting and your body just doesn't like it. So that's pretty clear information. So you don't have to do it. You just let it go for a little while. All right, release. Take your legs vertical up toward the ceiling, grab behind your hamstrings, and then use the weight of the legs to roll you up into a seated position. Cross your legs, pull the heels in close to the body, lean on your hands, and push down and jump back and come to a high push-up position. Roll your body down to the low push-up, and on your inhale, move to your up dog, and on your exhale, go into your down dog. Let's do the pigeon prep. Take your right leg up, reach it toward the ceiling, and then bring your right leg forward, land your right shin bone down. Put your left knee down and just fold your body weight down on top of your leg. And the alternate position here can be laying on your back and do the thread the needle, where you cross your right foot above your left knee. So if you have knee pain, do it the thread the needle style. And if it feels good to lay on top of it, put full body pressure right down on top of your hip and just try to relax and breathe. Inhale, exhale. Now, where we're headed is to the double pigeon. And we have our right leg on the ground here now. So what I'd like for you to do is lean your body weight on your right hip, swivel swing your left leg around to the front of you. Try to land your left heel close to the right knee. Now it's very natural that there'll be a big gap here. Don't force this, just maybe cradle it and kind of hold on to it. If you can lean into it, stack the legs on top of one another, and you might be able to fold and bring your head down to the floor. And that's a good idea, Mary Beth, there, because that's very similar. What Mary Beth is doing is a little more like the Ardha Matsyendrasana, which is another good way to kind of access a very similar alignment or stretch in the body. All right, here we are. Let's breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Come up, cross your legs. We're going to vinyasa. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, jump. Lower your body down. Low push up. Inhale, breathe. Upward face dog. Exhale, breathe. Downward face dog. Good. We're going to come into the left side. So you can take your left leg up and then pull your left leg forward through into the prep for the one leg king pigeon. But in this case, we're going to use it as a prep for the double pigeon. Lay the body weight forward on your left leg. Remember the thread the needle option if you need. And put full body weight down on your hip and relax and breathe as you're holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lean over to your left hip, take your right leg, swivel it around, bring your right foot on top of your left knee, and then we're going to stack the right knee, relax it down. Remember the option to either kind of cradle the knee up here. You can do a little Ardha Matsyendrasana style twisting here. If you're able to full stack, lay forward, go for it. Listen to your body. Use the posture as a way to explore how your nervous system reacts. 1, 2, pressure. 2, just get really in tune with your body. 3, and build trust. Yoga practice gives us an opportunity to build trust in ourselves. 4, 5. Good. Slowly release, come all the way up, unstack, and then recross for a vinyasa jump. Inhale, pick it up, jump back, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, breathe, upward facing dog. Exhale, breathe, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, breathe, come down to the belly. Lay down. We're going to practice a few back bending poses. So we already did Cobra earlier. Let's try full locust. Start off though, we're going to do like a blend of, first we're going to start with like a full locust Cobra, and then we'll turn it into a full locust, full locust. All right, so chin on the floor, palms flat, and your arms are reaching out and they're like wings. And before you lift your chin, squeeze your legs. And first just lift your hands so they're hovering the floor like a half an inch. And then start to lift your chin, and as your chin starts to lift your arms up. And then just pull your arms back a little bit so you feel like you can peel your chest up. And then feel the tops of the feet on the floor and squeeze so you feel like you're pushing down. And now try to lift the legs up off the ground so you're squeezing your legs super strong. Okay, hold it. Breathe, hold it. Hold it. Breathe, hold it. Don't give up, hold it. You can do it, hold it. Okay, you're starting to shake. You can do it, hold it. Doesn't matter, so what if we shake a little bit? Oh, you can hold it, keep holding. Oh, and release, lower down, good. Okay, bend your both knees and take your hands back and try to grab a hold of the outer edges of your ankles or feet. Called Bopos Dandurasana. That's when you're happy you have a lid on it.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and either have your toes touching your feet about hip width apart. All right. So you're like, well, you held us a long time in the last one. What the heck's about to happen here? So if you're in that zone of thinking, then the idea is, well, let me pace myself because I have no idea. I don't know how long I'm going to have to do this. So let me start off in a nice little pace where I'm up, but I'm not kicking to my nth degree. I try to establish some sort of sense of like, I could do this. I am doing this. We're doing it. All right, ready? Now we're gonna kick up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. 5. Good, Sarah. All right, touch your feet down. We're gonna peel up into an up dog. Inhale, breathe. We're gonna exhale back into a down dog. Exhale, breathe. Oh yeah. Going the other way. You can go slow to kind of let things assimilate. And then we're going to go to camel. Come down on your knees and have your knees be about hip width apart. And put your hands on your hips. Now, if you want to take a nice chill back bend, stay here and just work your leg power. So if you pull your belly in, try this first and then we'll do camel. Pull your belly in and kind of look down, put your chin down, and try to see your belly button. Because if you push your hips forward, you won't be able to see your knees. So what I want you to do is look down so you can kind of see your thighs and you can still see your knees. Now, try to just lean back an inch without losing the sight. Okay, see how your legs have to resist? This is hard to hold. for a very long time, for any amount of time, really. Okay, so come back up. So now, when you go into camel, you do the opposite in a way. You push your hips forward and you try to bring your hands down to your heels. But if you're modifying back bending, don't worry about going all the way back and try to just work within the leg power component. 1, so go as far back as you want to go. 2, try to work your leg power. That's good with that. This is good for the back. 3, that way we don't bend it a lot and we power our legs. 4, good, and 5, good job, nice, Loris. Come all the way up, put your hands on the ground. Try this one, curl your toes under and just hover your knees like a 1/2 inch off the floor. So it's kind of like you're in a plank pose, but with your knees close to ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go right back to your down dog. You might have to shift your feet back a little bit. You can kind of wiggle them back to where they feel like they're in the right spot. Just squeeze your thighs nice and firm. And notice, like, try to put the majority of the weight on the heel of your palms, and now try to push some more of the weight to the fingertips of the hands. So now you're putting like maybe more like 60-40 pressure versus 80-20. So you can kind of distribute pressure and feel your arm muscles light up and work in a way where you're really strengthening and activating your hand and your wrist and your forearms. Good. All right, come through to seated position and bring your legs together in front of you. Woo. Good. Bend your right knee, Jani Shirshasana. We'll do an easy pose. Pull your heel in close to your hip. Reach forward for your left foot. And just fold and bring your head towards your knee. Now, because this doesn't require a whole bunch of strength, it's more of like every pose can be made intense. How could I intensify this? If I start trying to push the back of my leg down against the floor and I try to press my right knee down on the floor and I squeeze my belly in and you pull with your arms and you make your body kind of like, I don't want to say rigid, but like a little more engaged, then this can be a very intense posture. Or let your body just hang for a moment. Not easy to do in bow pose. To hold bow pose, you have to work. You have to exert, so to speak, to be up in the air. But here you can hold Jani Shirshasana and almost like we did in the pigeon prep, you can just let your body hang for a moment and just relax. And this way we'll continue to explore letting go, holding a pose, regulation of the heartbeat and the breathing, regulation of the nervous system. Good. And inhale, raise your head up and release. Good. And bring your right leg out and bend your left knee. And reach forward. The next time you catch yourself feeling overwhelmed by beauty, so maybe you're taking a walk and all of a sudden you have this little glimpse of like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Next question I'd like for you to ask yourself, do you feel like the beauty is coming intrinsically from your external environment? Or does your recognition of beauty coming from your internal experience? I don't know what the answer is here, but just to be aware and explore and start to try to figure what is going on? How come I feel so good? Or I don't know, whatever you're noticing, right? All right, just keep breathing. Is it coming from without or is it coming from within? Or is without within? Is within without? I don't know. Let's try to figure it out. Feel your hamstrings, relax. Good. If you haven't noticed beauty in the world in a little while, start to look for it. See if you can find it. It's there, it's here. Just relax your hamstrings. Nice steady breathing. Good. Alrighty, inhale, raise your head up and let go. Let's go through a vinyasa. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, jump, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Haven't done any arm balance. Well, we have done arm balancing. Let me start you off here. Come down on your hands and knees. Let me give you something really easy to do. Really, really easy, child's pose. I'm going to make it harder and harder here. So if you're just like, I just want a child's pose, or try one of these steps, and as soon as you hit that kind of point where you don't want to walk up to the next step, that's great. Honor it, acknowledge it, and be happy and breathe. All right, so now, if you can come up on your hands and knees, you could hold here where you just put a little bit of pressure down on your hands. You're just feeling your hands and sensing, like, how are my wrists doing? Do my hands hurt? Should I put pressure? What if I push my fingers down? Does that change the pressure? Okay, next up, take your right foot to the outside edge of your right hand, and similar to where we were before. Now, the next step, identify your left elbow, identify your right elbow, bend both your right and your left elbows just a little bit. Try to bring your chest down. Next up, back foot, toes curl under. Try to straighten back leg with both elbows bending just a little bit. Yeah, Maria Claudia. The big trick, and this is kind of cheating, but it's not, because it helps you to learn it, and then you can do it harder if you want later, is to be able to I'm going to move my right foot over a little bit. I'm going to move my left foot out a little bit to widen my base. I'm going to try to get my left hip down on my left elbow and my right thigh up on my right elbow, my inside thigh, and then you just tip and balance and extend your right leg out to the side, and your left leg reaches up behind you, and you're in this nice little scale, like the amount of weight you have going forward and the amount of weight you have going behind you is even, and all you got to do is control the balance through your fingertip. Okay, all right. Pressure, all right, release. All right, a few people in child's pose, smart.
Yeah.
You guys are much smarter than we are. Let's try the other side. So I'll try to go slow like I just did to explain everything. And all right, here we go. So you're on your hands and knees. This might be enough. We don't want to overstress the wrist. When learning putting pressure on arms, it's important to go slow and build up thoroughly over a long period of time. If you can take your left foot around the outer edge of your left hand, you can do a little lunge position. If you can, bend right elbow, left elbow. Okay, I know which one is which. I bend both of them first. Okay, now I'm going to try to take my left foot out just a little wider. I'm going to take my right knee off the ground. The big challenge is, can I get my right hip to come down on my right elbow and then lift my left foot so my left leg is balancing on my left elbow. And then you extend your left leg out to the side, and you reach your right leg out behind you, and you balance on the fulcrum of life. Okay, good. And then, all right, good.
This side I can do because I can get my hip
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
This side I cannot.
Yeah. And why I said it was cheating, because if you are resting on your elbow, it makes it way easier. If you can't get that, then you gotta resist without leaning, and that's very tough. So good observation. Good kick. Oh, good. Next, you gotta learn how to do that while you're surfing.
Yeah.
All right. Now jump back, lower down. I saw a video recently of some guy doing all these yoga poses while he's surfing, and I was impressed. All right, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Great job. All right, we're coming into the grand finale. Come down onto your hands and your knees. Child's pose. Grand finale. You can child's pose. You might be like, that's good, Todd, that's enough. I understand. So just relax. I get it. All right, if you want to do a dolphin, interlace your 10 fingers together. Some of you might love to headstand. I'm gonna leave that one up to you. But dolphin though is a good way to either alternate or to actually stick with dolphin if you have neck and head challenge, spinal challenge, or any challenge that you need to be aware of. Okay, so now push down on your elbows, and dolphin we're gonna prop up on the forearms, on the elbows, and just hang out. And remember, you can do child's pose if you want. I'm gonna count to 10. 1, 2, 3. Good. Control. 4. I'll help you. 5. You're doing great, Babette. I can see how strong you are. Good. 6. I'm here. Yeah. 7. 8. Bring that foot together again. Catch it. There it is. 9. Good. Nice, Lourdes. Do you want some help? Okay. Come down, Kate. 9 1/4. 9 2/10. What's that one? That's a fraction. 3/10. 4/10. 5/10. 6/10. 7/10. 8/10. 9/10. And a whole. Good. Woo. How awesome you are. Okay, come down. Control. Yay. Good job. Nice, Babette. Holding for 10 and 10/10. Nice job. All right, child's pose. That's a real number, right? All right. Let your hips touch your heels, your forehead down, and just relax. We made it. Good job, everyone. Just relax for a moment. Let's come into our final breathing in a meditation pose. You can either move through Vinyasa or simply swivel your legs around and come into a variation of either easy pose, half lotus pose. If your knees are happy, full lotus pose. Okay, find a happy knee position. Sit up relatively straight. Put your arms on your knees. Touch your thumb and your index fingertips together. Drop your chin down towards your throat. Squeeze your belly in. Exhale your air. Okay, ready? Begin. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. 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 Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do Om together. Big breath in. Very good. When you're ready, go ahead and recline and relax on your back. Let your legs slide out. Relax your arms where comfortable. I'll turn down the lights. We finished a minute or so ahead of schedule so that you'll have ample time to reach a deep state of relaxation after all this exertion. Very easy. You made it this far. I can almost guarantee you it's pretty easy to relax at this point. Because you're exercising a fair amount of determination and wherewithal, willpower to focus like this for a whole hour. And now, let it all go. Just let the whole body, from head to toe, completely relax. And as you breathe, you'll notice you're able to just let the natural breathing rhythm take the front stage. And as you inhale, you can let your belly rise up. And as you exhale, you can let your belly sink.
Just continue like this at your own rhythm. Let the belly go up and down. Just let your neck relax and your jaw soften. So if you feel like you're holding tension around your jaw and neck, just let all this relax. And like tossing a pebble in a calm pond, the ripples have a way of expanding out to the edges. Similarly, as you establish calm in one area, that calm is like a ripple that goes out, like a calm ripple that goes all the way out down to the fingers, all the way out down to the toes. There might be a little refraction where you'll get a little ripple effect back up, but let it be a calm ripple. So all refraction is more calm. And then more calm leads to even a deeper state of calm where there's no ripples. So you achieve this ability to be calm if there's ripples and calm if there's no ripples. This is one of the goals within the world of yoga practice. And as you relax, hold a few moments, and I'll ring the bell in just a moment, just to signify the close of the session. Nice work, everybody. Enjoy your day. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.